$300. Fair warning. Next lot. $170.
Whoo!
Fair warning.
Whoo! Whoo!
Next lot.
God. All right.
$100.
Thank you.
$120.
Oh my God.
100.
Oh my God, you guys.
200.
Oh my God, that was right down to the freaking wire there. I swear to God, I didn't think I was going to make it. I'll be honest. The computer was... Photoshop was... The computer... The internet... I have every excuse for why I almost didn't make it this week, I'll tell you that. But we're here! We're live! Another glorious Tuesday is upon us. If you guys haven't browsed the auction yet, if you're just getting in here, if you haven't taken a look, take a look. This auction has a lot of shit. Like, a lot of really nice stuff, and I don't really know why. There's like some really high-grade Japanese GameCube. There's some really high-grade Nintendo DS stuff. It's like a mini 6th-gen showcase, man. And there's a lot of Homebrew NES here, if that's your kink. If you're into Homebrew NES, it's not a market I know much about. It's not something I ever got into. You can see there's a stack of 4 here. There's another stack of 4, another stack of 4. If you got into Homebrew, if this is your market, like, there might be something there for you. Yeah, I know Seth in the Discord, right? Trevor Seth in the Discord was going crazy about this stuff. He was popping off for the Homebrew, man. He was popping off. Starkeeper here goes for $537. Yeah, Seth is saying it's like $1,500. I don't know what this is. I don't know how to derive value from, like, Homebrew games. You know what I mean? Mario Bros. 7.0B slides its way into this auction. Just a little low-key, right? Just a little low-key. Almost pushing $3,000 still for an absolute floor copy, right? Like 7.0B. $2,625. Super C, the better Contra. Super Contra, 80 plus $1,062. Good to see Super C getting some love. Also a Left Bros 6.5 CIB here. But welcome in, you guys. Another wonderful Tuesday. Big Box Game Shop, Elijah Lewis. Yeah, it's time to duel, baby. Game Gallery, Trevor, Joe Kane, Fast SVP, Sopa, Pyrocalypse, Jonathan. Welcome in, you guys. Poker Face, welcome, Kyle John. You don't want to click out off the stream. What do I think the biggest item is? It's interesting, right? The biggest item in this stream might just be... Nintendo DS, Mario 64 DS. It's a VGA 95 copy, first print copy, sitting at $1,300 already. I think this is going to be the number one item of the auction. And like I said, right, it's some of these items in the auction tonight. Pokemon White VGA 95, Kirby Superstar Ultra 90 plus, VGA 80, Phantom Hourglass DS. Some of these items tonight are just really, really freaking nice. Like, this is showcase, maybe even low-key signature. You know what I mean? Sitting at $1,300 here. There's also a 3DS console, the Pokemon Red Blue. So this also could just be the highest selling item because it's a 3DS console. You know what I mean? But some really nice stuff tonight. It's going to be interesting to see what takes home the top slot. Techmo Basketball 9.2A plus. This is the N7. Isn't this the rarest one ever? Yeah, okay, I think this is the rarest one ever. That's why it's pushing over 1,000 here. Jesus! Let's go, dude!
Also, if you could bid on any of
Let's
these,
go, man!
would you pick if money was no issue?
Yeah, Cheat Code Weekly will return next week, I believe. Next week. Just like I said, other stream there, just some issues with the summer. It's summer months, right? It's summer months. I might be moving this week. I'm going to find out if I'm actually leaving my house or not. There's 10 days. 10 days until I'm either leaving or not. The last message from the landlord was maybe. Maybe. So, I still don't know. 10 days. We either have a contract signed or I'm leaving this house. So there's logistical issues, just the summer, meeting up with Henry to do cheat code. We hope to come back next week. That'll be back. If I could bid on something, if money was no issue, I would bid on the Mario 64 DS. Absolutely. The Mario 64 DS is beautiful, man. I need one myself. This N7. Okay, Joseph, you want it. There we go. The guy who probably cares the most about these super rare niche variants ever. A decade hunt you've been looking for this. Highest graded copy out of 3 of this variant on the NES version of NBA Techmo Bowl. 4th time selling it overall. It's not even going to tell me what the N7 variant is. I don't know off the top of my head anymore. But It's this little N7 code, 320 players. Does it show it on the back of the case?
Next lot.
$400.
$400.
I don't even remember how you know it's an N7. I just know the N7 is the ultra rare version of this.
$700.
But I genuinely don't even remember where you
$800.
where you see it anymore. You know what I mean? It's one of those variants I never really chased after. They removed Michael Jordan from the game. There's what it is. They removed Michael Jordan from the game. Over 320 players is what lets you know. Interesting.
Fair warning.
Yeah, that's crazy. $1,600 just tossed in a weekly. $1,600. Like, isn't the sports showcase coming up not long from now? Wario's Woods is a freaking 10.0 as well. Like, again, right? Talking about super nice games in this weekly for some reason. Here's a 10.0 Wario's Woods. Sure, it's Wario's Woods. I get it. But, like, here's a freaking 10.0, man. Here's a freaking 10 pushing its way to, what, $1,200? Not even that much. It's not even an all-time record high price on Wario's Woods. It's over $1,000, which isn't bad, but, like, you know what I mean? 10.0 CGC here isn't even pushing a new record on Wario's Woods. I'm pretty sure the highest graded copies ever sold for like $1,400, give or take. Ultimate Stuntman, $475. Town and Country Surf, 9.08 plus for $500. And the CIB Left Bros, 6.5. Even got up to $250. Here's another 4 Homebrew games, adult ones, pushing their way to $450. 4 Battle Kid Homebrews here. Kevin!
Do you own
Let's
a
go,
copy
dude.
of Panic Restaurant
Huge with the
or Stadium
$4.99,
Events
man.
on
Super
PC?
generous. I don't have Panic Restaurant or Stadium Events, actually. Those are 2 games that I never got, even for my full NES set when I was going after full NES set. I almost owned Stadium Events once. I did purchase one on eBay, but it got backdoored, canceled. Someone bought it for more money. I think it was $4,900. I almost had Stadium Events. I owned it for like 48 hours. Then I got the cancellation, blah, 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 lost the game, whatever excuse, right? Panic Restaurant, I owned a manual at one point.
Fair warning.
But even when I was up to like 620 NES games, I never had those 2 games. That was the closest I was ever to having a full NES set, but never had those ones. Never had Little Samson either.
$120.
Part of the reason why I didn't finish my set, right? Like I still needed Samson, I still needed Power Blade 2, I still needed the other Panic Restaurant Stadium Events. Like I had, 90% of the NES set, but I still only spent probably 20% of the money. That's the huge issue. You know what I mean? Like you have 90% of the games, but you still need to spend 90% of the money in order to get that final 10% as well. So it just, the thought of spending an additional $20,000 to get the last 100 games or whatever, it just didn't, wasn't good. Flintstones 2 was probably the rarest I had there. CIB Flintstones 2, CIB Donkey Kong Jr. Math. I had some of the big ones knocked off for sure, but there were still so many big ones I needed. DuckTales 2, Rescue Rangers 2 I had. Yeah, still so much I needed though. And just eventually, it just didn't. What I was getting out of it versus what it was going to cost to finish just didn't align anymore, Battle Kid games, the homebrews, $212 for the 4 of them. Like, I'm sure these are cheap. I'm sure these are, you enjoy watching me avoid talking about the homebrews. Like, I'm sure they're cheap, but like I said at the beginning of the auction here, Seth, I just don't know anything about them. Retro Zone, NWC, there you got a couple Tetris World Championship games. Those went for $425. Retro Zone Homebrew again here, $275 for these. It's just not something I know anything about. So it's hard for me to even give any kind of input on pricing or anything. The thing about homebrew for me, right? I understand, Seth, you have a passionate viewpoint of it. It's something that NES purists or console purists, you enjoy these brand new experiences, all this stuff. But like, I've always, I can't get my brain around the fact that it's just like it's just unlicensed, unlicensed crap is what I was going to say, which I know is extremely harsh on it, right? But it's just stuff that, like, I can't care about it. I don't care. Okay, some guy made this in his basement. I don't care. And I know that's, like, my... you know what I mean? Like, that's me. That's on me. I'm a brand snob. I'm a guy who likes officially licensed. I want it to be released by Nintendo. I know, Josh. Like, I know. I've never been able to care about this stuff. I've never been able to care about it. Nintendo Age had its dedicated homebrew scene. It just had all of its... I just was never able to... I was never able to care. It just didn't matter to me. There's some cool stuff out there. Like I said, crap isn't the word I want to use, but it's the easiest way I can articulate how my brain, made it think. FIFA International Soccer. I tossed a lot of proxy bids tonight. I did throw one at FIFA as well. It's 9.2B+. Speaking about sports games, the sports showcase is coming up. I wanted to buy this copy of FIFA on SNES, but I didn't expect a 9.2B+ here to be shooting over $500. I can't pay that much. I mean, comps on a 9.2A are freaking $1,500 last year, so maybe this is still cheap at $600, but 9.2B+ on FIFA on SNES? 575, Seth, it just doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good. Maybe the sports showcase is going to happen in a few weeks, and I'll be eating my words. Maybe sports games are truly going to go to the moon, but VGA 90 on Final Fantasy V here. None of the homebrew stuff sold for that much, so if you are a super fan of it, maybe those were good pickups for you. Hopefully it was good pickups for you, but... Actually, those homebrews besides Starkeeper are crap, but there are amazing ones out there. Crap is definitely the wrong word. Great, talented people made these. Yeah, and that's why I almost that's why I took back what I was going to say there, but I wanted to just, articulate it as bluntly as I could. But I understand that there's so much more there than what I can appreciate. I understand that fully, and I don't want to take away from anything from the amazing people that made that stuff. From a collectible perspective, I personally can't care about it. I don't care about it. The Ignition Factor, 9.2A. I would care about that stuff far more from a enthusiast or purist perspective rather than collecting. Collecting, to me, that stuff makes no sense.
Fair warning. $300. $320.
You were deep into the homebrew for years. Oh, I tell you. You have an Uncanny X-Men 1979 CGC 9.0 signed by Stan Lee. You think it's rare because you haven't seen another one? I don't know comics. I can't even comment on comics, Pokerface. I don't know them well enough.
Collecting VG merch? I have a couple of Japanese UFO plushes that go for a lot. Do you think prices will continue to rise on things like the...
Jesus, baby! Appreciate the $4.99, dude, honestly. If you just want to ask some questions, by all means, you don't need to send $5 each time. That's huge, but... Never feel like you have to do that. Collecting video game merch. Japanese UFO plushes that go for a lot. I know the plush market is very real. I know it's very real. Japanese plush, Japanese merch. I know that market is very real. It's not a market I know a lot about myself, though. I personally don't do plushes. I don't do trinkets. I don't do pins. I don't do knick-knack secondary type of stuff. You know what I mean? Even amiibo and stuff, I don't really do. So it's not a market that I personally like, but I know that market has very dedicated people in it. The plush market is very real. I don't expect the market of plushes to just fall dramatically for any reason, anytime. You know what I mean? I don't. I'm sure they will continue to rise, yes. I would try to lean towards popular ones or $300. More popular ones, popular series. I think UFO, you probably mean the video game company, UFO?
Fair warning.
That's where my head was. Maybe something else is UFO. My head went to the company that published Super Bowling on N64, UFO. But I would plushes I would probably try to keep towards big brands, popular characters. UFO, those claw games. Gotcha. Yeah, I knew it probably wasn't the publishing company. It wouldn't make any damn sense, but... Pilot Wings, 9.6A here on SNES launch. Title, Upright Recycle System, or Upright Recycle. Yeah, this should be a second print, right? Upside Down should be the early print, I assume, on Pilot Wings. $437.50. Ignition Factor went for $400. Lemmings 2, 9.88++ for $500. Gotcha's very different than UFO. Yeah, see, that's it, Drew. You guys are already getting too deep. Just want to show the support. Love the content. I appreciate you, dude. Huge. Appreciate you, man. Prince of Persia 2 is a 9.8A+ as well. Only one copy graded higher out of 11 total. Highest graded copy ever at Heritage, pushing its way to almost $1,000 here. Everything tonight's pretty damn good, Rick.
Fair warning.
everything tonight is pretty damn good. Yeah, this Prince of Persia is like only 11 of them on there. It's pop 2 here. Like, I mean, 11's not high, dude. 11's not high for an actual game that has some brand to it. You don't know about the comics market or the graded comic market? Not your thing? Yeah, I love comics from like 50 feet away, but I just don't know enough about it. You know what I mean? You just learned what Labubu was? You're old? Jesus, dude. Knee-high Park! Let's go, dude.
Not so you'll continue answering my questions, but as thanks putting up with my endless posts about Ace Attorney.
I'm invested, Knee-high Park. I want to know how your Ace Attorney stuff ends out, man. Like, I was on the side that, like, I don't share my opinion because I really don't know, but I didn't think that Y-fold seals on some of those Ace Attorney games was a thing. I thought all Y-fold seals just didn't exist, were fake, whatever, so it's like... I'm super curious to see where your saga ends up. Scooby-Doo, Majesco label. We talk about Majesco being cheap and all that stuff, but these are literally the Majesco direct sales or like the cheapest type of labels they ever made.
Fair warning.
Time to pump Attitude Era Wrestling
Hamster
stubs.
with the $5. Let's go, dude. Yeah, Attitude Era Wrestling stubs. I believe in tickets. I believe in tickets. I know it's the dentist pump and all that stuff. But like, I believe in sports tickets. I think they're cool as hell, dude. Thank you for the 5. No, all Majesco carts aren't like this. This is very special. Special in quotations. Special, right? All Majesco labels are not like this. I don't even know... I don't know what the precursor was to these super shit labels being used. But a lot of the Majesco stuff you see will actually have a normal label, but it's lower quality. You know what I mean? They aren't these, like, text labels. I don't know where these came from. But they are legit. They've been floating around. They're all, you know what I mean? Like, those are real. They're real things. But Space Invaders, 9.88++ here.
100.
You only like the trinkets plush figures of stuff you're into. You have a little shrine of Mario RPG stuff. You loved Amiibo, but they ruined it by raising the prices to $30 to $40. Yeah, old 13 figures are $20 now. Yeah. Skull!
95
Let's go, dude.
business days turnaround time FTW.
Yeah, 95 business days. 95 business days on CGC. Let's go, dude. Let's go. Skull, 28 months. Huge, man. Yeah, I've won a lot of stuff on Heritage. Absolutely. Even tonight, man, I have a lot of bids in Yeezus. But I don't bid live anymore just because usually I would get bid up and I would lose. So I have proxy bids set. I have a bunch of bids set on stuff tonight. I will absolutely let you know if I think I win. And at the end of the auction, I can, like, review everything, too. I have bids in. Make no mistake. I've won a lot of stuff on Heritage over the years. I bid every week, basically. I'm just not as public about it anymore. Because generally, I would get bid up. And since I have to ship stuff to the U.S. now because of tariffs, customs, all this stuff. So, like, I am bidding. But I'm more of a shadow bidder now. But I am in here. Absolutely, I am in here. Star Wars, Super Star Wars, 9.88++ here. This is later release copy, but still beautiful copy. Pushed its way at almost $500 on that. Oh. And still a little bit sick, unfortunately. Last stream Tuesday there, yeah, it was like coming on, and then after the Tuesday stream last week, I just like fully went into sick. So I was sick for basically the past week. Almost healthy, feeling pretty decent tonight. Empire Strikes Back, 9.48++. Also started to play through a Twilight Princess. That's what I'm currently gaming on. I'm 5 hours into Twilight Princess, and my gosh. I just like can't clear my nose here. 5 hours into Twilight Princess, and already I would say I'm having more fun with it in all ways than I did with Skyward Sword. Like 5 hours into Twilight, it's already a better game in I would say every way than Skyward Sword was. So, excited to see how that plays out. Empire Strikes Back went for $162.50. Tetris 2, 9.88++. And of course, tonight's auction is sponsored by Heritage Auctions. Huge thanks, guys, being here. And I just do need to mention on Thursday, if you guys can come out here, Pokemon Masters Trading Cards and Video Games Signature Auction Showcase Auction is coming up on Thursday. It's huge. There's a 9.88++ red. That was right on the, this is the title card, right? 9.8 A++ to buy collection red is sitting next to a freaking Illustrator. PSA 9. Pokemon games are truly getting the highest dollar, most exposure they could possibly get. This could be the moment, man. This could be the inflection point for a lot of this Pokemon stuff coming up on Thursday, sorry. If you're a big investor, if you're sitting on supply, if you're doing stuff, there might be some comps this auction that allow you to sell some of your inventory, flip some stuff. It's gonna be big. It depends how hard some of this pumps. Like the Illustrator's sitting at almost $400,000. So like the Pokemon Red 9.88++ right now from Dubai Collection is sitting at about 23,000. If this can push over 100,000, man, that's pretty damn good. Lots of great Pokemon coming up on Thursday, so check it out. Check out the auction. Maybe you can win some stuff. It's going to be big. That's coming up on Thursday. 90 of us in here. Yeah, hit the like button for a new house. The red is a 9.88++ hamster, not the 10. Twilight Princess on Wii U. I am playing the HD version. It seems better, just like probably better to play the HD version, I figured. What's my proudest investment gaming-wise? My proudest investment... It's funny, because I don't treat a lot of stuff as investment, but, like, some of my black box hang tab games that I've owned for, like, 10-plus years now, those have just skyrocketed in price, right? Some of my like, a couple of them I sold for freaking, like, $38,000, $40,000 during the bubble. And those are games that I paid, like, a few $100s for 10 years ago, you know? So... if you want to call that like the proudest investment, I guess so, but 10 years ago, man, none of this was being bought for the specific purpose. I just love collecting this shit, right? But during the bubble, I was able to sell out of a few things, and, well, you know, it all worked out. You recently finished Tears of the Kingdom Switch 2 Edition. Best 185 hours of your life. Oh my god, dude. 185 hours is nutty. That's nutty. I'm hoping Twilight Princess takes me like 25 to 30. That's what I want. Any news on WADA accepting international submissions? Absolutely not. Until tariff news, like until we get broad economic tariff news, I would expect zero differences from WADA and Collectors PSA. All of that is indefinite right now, unfortunately. Satoshi, you're eating good this auction. What have you won already, man? GoldenEye, $400 for the 8.5. Some more Homebrew there for $25. Blades of Steel, 9.88++ on Game Boy Color, went for $312. Bomberman Max Blue Champion, $187.50. And of course, if you guys want to reach out to Heritage Auctions, if you want to get into an upcoming showcase, the upcoming signature, videogames@ha.com, there's links in the description. You can get a referral, Heritage will help you grade your stuff before you get it sold, all of that good stuff. Get appraisals, get opinions, find out if Heritage Auctions is the right choice for your games. Videogames@ha.com, referral links in the description. Huge thanks to them sponsoring. Huge thanks to you guys being here. Lots more auctions coming up all year, so.
$360.
Always something. Twilight Princess is around 25-30 hours. That's perfect. That's exactly what I want. I understand that Zelda has now gone, like Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, these open-ended game sandbox experiences, but like, I'm old, man. I'm getting old out here. I don't have like 180 hours now to play Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom or do any of this stuff, you know? Like, I don't have that kind of time. So for me, a 25-30 hour auction or a 25-30 hour Zelda game is just, that's freaking great. That's great. You want the 95 plus DK game gallery, 425 there on the classic series. That's just cool. That's just cool. Here's a big block of Japanese games into the DS games. This is what I'm most excited for the auction here. Japanese GameCube goes into DS, goes into some 3DS stuff, and even a little bit of Wii there. This is the block I'm most excited for here, so we'll see. Twilight Princess, very linear and straight to the point. Yeah, I want to see the Zelda game go back to a more linear formula. You know what I mean? I want the linear experience. I want a curated experience with a lot of the games I play, especially a Zelda game. Like, I want my Zelda to be a curated narrative, like, yeah. Donkey Kong Jungle Beat kicks off the GameCube Japanese block, 95 plus for 170. VGA 90 plus Fire Emblem, Japanese GameCube here, looking for 275 on it. Echoes of Wisdom was pretty linear, I agree, and I enjoyed it pretty much. Like, I enjoyed Echoes of Wisdom a lot. I didn't finish it just because I got kind of bored because they give you too good of Echoes too early. So I just, like, I kind of felt like the game had become, what's the word, like, too easy. But that's not it. Trivial. All puzzles became trivial in Echoes of Wisdom, but that's how I felt.
Next lot.
VGA 90 on Fire Emblem pushed up to 375. Here's a VGA 90 on Mario Party 4. I think I have proxy bids on almost all of these games here, so we'll see if I can take down any of these GameCubes. I didn't win Fire Emblem. I think I bid 300 on this, so yeah, I went for 375. Mario Party 4.
Fair warning. Next lot. $5.
Mario Party 4 going for 312. I'll be close to winning that one. Maybe. I'll be close. I'll check after the auction. We can go through my proxy bids. I'm going to be damn close on Mario Party 4. Mario Party Tennis VGA 95. These 95s on GameCube are just crazy nice. You've got 20 games you want to submit, so you want to save on shipping by sending yourself? Are you talking about going to Wada Games? I have so much stuff I need to submit to Wada. It's so, oh man. The issue is, right, I'd have to send it down to the States. They would have to submit on my behalf. They'd have to ship it back to the guy in the States. Then the guy in the States would have to ship it to me. It's just like, after all the added shipping costs are going to be on there, it's going to cost me like 80 to 100 US per game to grade with WADA, right? Just because of all the additional shipping, customs, whatever. I literally just can't do it. I can't do it. The value versus cost simply isn't there. Do you insure when you ship? No, not really. Not really. I'm generally very, very, very light on my insurance. To be honest, right, I don't recommend you don't insure, but like, I usually don't insure, no. You're doing that soon? Sick of waiting? It's going to be $100 per game? Oh my god. Metroid Prime VGA 90, beautiful copy here, pushing its way to almost $800. I think my bid was $575 or so. If you do proxy bids, Comac, like you could do it right now if you wanted on like this Wario World coming out, right? You could do a live proxy bid right here, and if I were to put in 225 and I hit bid, then the bid wouldn't happen until the game comes live. So as soon as it comes up for auction, like this Mario's up for auction right now, then your bid would execute and it would push the bid to wherever it is. You know what I mean?
Fair warning.
That's how the proxy bid works. If you bid normally, it would push the bid immediately, you know?
$600.
Paper Mario here, VGA 95, pushing up to $750, going for $800. I wouldn't be surprised if this pushes up to $1,000, honestly. Too much money for me, unfortunately. I even bid like $700 and some dollars. I thought I was coming in strong on this.
Fair warning.
I thought I was coming in strong around $750.
Next.
VGA 95, beautiful. One of my favorite games on GameCube. I love it. There is 95 plus. There is 95 plus. There's a 95 plus, I think, coming up, or we had one. No, yeah, Donkey Kong was a 95 plus there. So 95, 95 plus, and then 100. Yeah, I thought I was coming in strong on the Paper Mario RPG, but Jesus, man, $812 on the 95. Beautiful, beautiful. Resident Evil 4 GameStop Limited Edition VGA 90 plus, pushing its way over $1,000. I think a 90 just sold for $1,000. Yeah, 90 just sold last week. Why the heck are we seeing this so much? We had a 95, a 90, and now a 90 plus within 3 weeks on the GameStop tin. Very odd, very odd. A lot of these coming up suddenly. Yeah, Joe Kane, you just won, right? Well, shoot, you got yours for $1,000. The 90 plus now just pushed to what? $1,300, $1,250. So, man, oh man, still coming. Oh, Mission Mario is still a thing. Absolutely. I'm just like, logistically, I've been fucked up. That's like the easiest way to put it. Between looking at houses, trying to box some stuff up here, still not even know if we're moving. Like, I have zero space in my office now. I want to do an unboxing video with a little table and stuff. Like, I am logistically. It's been very, very, very hard to record stuff because I've lost so much of my space in trying to, like... yeah. Mission Mario is still a thing. I'm still selling stuff. Updates are going to come and stuff, but yeah. Still a thing. Absolutely still a thing. No worries there. We're still pushing. We're still pushing. Soul Calibur 2, the VGA 95, also went for $375. I think I bid $300. I'm going to be close to this. I'll be close to the bid on Soul Calibur, but frick, man. I was really hoping these weren't going to go as strong as they did. I might have won Wario World. VGA 90 there. Beautiful all gold cover here on the Japanese. I might have won this. But like, Jesus. was hoping for just less pricing. Just especially the Mario RPG, man. $812? $812? $812? I get it's a 95, it's beautiful, it's just like, fuck. I don't really want to spend close to $1,000 on a Paper Mario, you know what I mean? Just don't really want to spend $1,000 on a Japanese Paper Mario. It doesn't feel good. That's where I'm at. It doesn't feel good to do that. Group lot of, what do we got? Donkey Kong Jungle Beat here with the bongos included. And you also get, what's on top there? Sealed Famicom games, Sound Museum CDs. Just get a couple CDs included there, pushing its way to $150. You'd like these auctions to have less pricing? Me too. Me too. Did the remake push the prices down a bit? Yep, it did. TTYD absolutely fell in price after the remake. Factory sealed, not really. Like, factory sealed operates differently than CIB, but like, yeah, CIB open copies on GameCube absolutely down in price since the remake. You bid $350 on the Soul Calibur? Were you the underbidder then, Trevor?
$150.
Yeah, third week in a row. Basically third week in a row, Fletch. I think it was July 10th, July 29th, and August 5th. We had copies of Resident Evil tins. For whatever reason, right? I don't know why people are dumping these. I don't know why these are coming up all of a sudden. Especially in VGA 90 grade. Like, that is beautiful. People are going to get the idea that finding this in VGA 90 and stuff is, like, super easy. And it's not. It's kind of hard to find. Like, that's not easy. Beautiful copy there, but... The freaking DK bongos here, slowly but surely pushing their way to almost $200.
Next lot.
The best accessory that wasn't, hey? The bongos could have been cool. There could have been a lot there. We owned a pair. Fuck, I think I still own 3 pairs. I think I have all 3 of the variants, CIB. Why do I still own those? I don't know, man. $187.50 for Jungle Beat. Blue Dragon Plus, what a 10. Pushing its way. I'm still kind of surprised as well about the freaking... The Wario's Woods. I know it's super common. You guys might not think it's whatever, but like $1,200, you can get yourself a 10. I think it's the only 10 that exists. I'd have to check the CGC pop reports, but I don't think Wario's Woods has a WATA 10 still. So like $1,200, I get it. Wario's Woods, it's common, blah, 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 blah. But like, I don't think WATA has a 10 still. And that's even with the possible grading standard change, right? So, like, that could be, for all intents and purposes, your nicest copy of Wario's Woods. Yeah, there's no 10 still. There's no 10 on Wario's Woods for WATA games. Like, even with the different grading, all this shit, right? Like, there's only 21 9.88 plus. I don't know, man. Just doesn't feel that expensive to me. You want DK? You wanted a newish copy of the Bongo variant for a while. There you go. Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. Yeah, it's a beautiful box. It's a beautiful box. I get it. Like, it's nice.
Fair warning.
You won the Blue Dragon 10, $275. I don't know how rare it is. I don't know how... if it's a 10.0, I'm assuming it's case fresh available on DS here, but I don't know. The Blue Dragon's cool. Akira Toriyama, all that good stuff, so... Here's Order of Exlexia, VGA 95 here, Castlevania on DS, pushing its way to almost $700. Only one graded higher. Not case available on that. Interesting.
200.
Yeah, 10.0 A++ for $275 is cool. If that's not case fresh available, that's pretty damn cool then. Canvas Curse 90 plus, pushing its way to almost $400. Yeah, Canvas Curse is kind of rare on DS. Dare I say? Dare I use the R word? A hard R. Rare. Pushing its way to almost $450 there. $475. Yeah, geez. Just really early DS. Early DS, early Kirby on DS. 90 plus here, pushing almost $500. You deal with all the distributors in the US. Jesus. Well, that's as good of a... That's as good of a nod to it not being case fresh as I think you can hear, so... what does it mean if it's case fresh available? It means there are just cases of it out there. It means you can buy a copy at any given time. It means there's almost endless supply. Distributors still have it. It's all over eBay. You can buy like literal cases of the game still with copies included. That's what case fresh means, or case fresh available means.
Fair warning.
Super, like it's still... You can still just buy distributor copies, essentially.
$180.
And there's a lot of games like that just like secretly or quietly have a bunch of supply that still exists. Kirby Canvas Curse, $450. Squeak
Fair
Squad
one.
went for 400. Superstar
$240.
Ultra, 90 plus uncirculated, pushing almost 300. How do they determine if it's case fresh? It's not a literal. It's not a literal thing.
$360.
Not a literal, like, you can send a case in to WADA VGA, in which
Fair
case
warning.
they'll know it's case fresh, right?
$400.
But when I say it, I just mean that, like, if you want a mint copy, they're out there. It's not that they're necessarily on the pop report, but, like, they're out there. If you just want a case fresh, beautiful game, like, you know what I mean?
Warning.
Yeah, high grades are nowhere near as valuable.
Next
That's what it means. Don't pay a lot for
$550,
case fresh stuff.
$600.
Some case fresh stuff is still very expensive. Like, don't get me wrong, but you know, Pokemon White, case fresh. There were tons of bricks of this.
$700,
Black, white. There are a lot out there. That's why we're looking at a 95 uncirculated here. Now, obviously, this is Pokemon, so when we have a ton of super high grade copies, it doesn't matter as much. It's still pushing $1,000. But white and black for a long time were, or still even are in some cases, case fresh available. Just depends. It just means there's a ton of nice copies out there. $937.50 and Superstar Ultra for $500. Mario 64 DS, the VGA 95 is pushing to almost $2,000 here. $1,875 is the next bid. No copies graded higher. Literally the nicest VGA copy of Mario 64 DS. Like I said, I don't know why it's in a weekly. I don't know. 6th Gen Showcase, signature auction even. Like, it's, man, pushing its way over $2,000 right now. Beautiful. Looking for $2,375 right now. Your Gauntlet 64 had come from a case? Yes. Gauntlet 64 is a notorious case fresh game. Gauntlet 64, Hydro Thunder, Perfect Dark. Those are all examples for N64 games.
Fair warning.
Pushing to almost $2,500 now
Next lot.
on freaking Mario 64 DS. $2,375. Like, that is, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. $2,375, hey? I would love to. I would love to own that, but jeez. Jeez. Launch title on the DS even. I didn't know that, man. I did not know this was a launch title. Wow. $2,375. Valkyrie Profile VGA 95 on this.
Fair warning.
Yes. Known case fresh games is, if you know, you know. Absolutely it is, Slime. If you start, like, you know, the more you pay attention to auctions, or if you look at pop reports, or you can kind of identify where case fresh games are, but it is a lot of just common knowledge if you pay attention, and you know what I mean?
$500.
UK edition here. Yeah, on the DS Lite, Trevor. Green UK version. Glad you popped that out right there.
warning.
What's the most valuable game in the world right now? The Sticker Seal Mario, for sure. The Sticker Seal Mario that's still owned by, well, partially owned by Jim Halpern and Heritage Auctions. That would sell for over $1 million easy, probably multiple millions, to be honest. That's the number one. That's the number one. The game that jump-started it all is still the number one, absolutely. Whenever you see a PS1 games, they always look so perfect, but I feel like you rarely ever find super nice looking CIBs on eBay. Is it rare, or do you just not know how to look for it? Yeah, PS1 games are shitty, dude. PS1 sucks to collect. Because you can never really tell if it's minty. So you just kind of have to grind it out. You're going to have to buy multiple copies. Like, PS1 sucks, dude. It's really hard in eBay photos to know if you're actually getting something nice or not.
$800.
Don't be afraid to pay a little bit of a premium. You know, if something says it's mint or super nice and it's above price charts, like, you're going to have to, you might have to jump up in price a bit to get some PS1 stuff that's actually nice. But I hate collecting PS1 for that reason. It's very hard to see in photos what you're getting. The DS Lite, the UK version there, $687.50. The Zelda Phantom Hourglass VGA 80 here. Beautiful. Very cool. Very cool for the Zelda collectors. Pushing over $1,200. Looks like the last VGA 85 on this was $1,000 only. So this 80 here just went for freaking $1,100. Yeah, gloss sticker, Joe. Gloss sticker on it. Yep. There's still no matte sticker that exists, right? Still no matte sticker Super Mario? It's the gloss sticker 9.4. Highest, but it's most N64 and DS. Most people shopping signatures probably don't give a fuck about known games on other platforms. Like, you're probably not wrong, Skate
Fair
Soup.
warning.
You're probably not wrong, but it's like,
$420.
in a weekly just feels crazy, man. In a weekly feels
Fair
crazy.
warning.
Mario Party Star Rush, 162.50 there for the 95
Next
plus.
lot.
Metroid Samus Returns, pushing what, almost 500 bucks there. 500 on the nose. I might have been the underbidder on this right here too. I might have been the underbidder on this 95 plus.
$600.
Yeah, I think another gloss sticker did pop up, didn't it? Game Gallery, like an 8.0 or a VGA 80, something like that.
Fair warning.
VGA 85 Pokemon Red Blue 3DS
Next
console,
lot.
yeah, pushing its way to almost $2,000, $1,875. So yeah, the Mario 64 DS at $2,300 did outsell the Red Blue DS console at $1,875. I think one of these were just here. Oh, you were the underbidder, so maybe I was right under you then, Trevor, on that 95 plus. Jeez. We're losing everything tonight, Trevor. I don't think I want a single damn thing in that case, man. Maybe the Wario. Maybe Wario World, VGA 90, but that's it. The 3DS VGA 85 Plus sold July 10th at the showcase auction for $2,400. Tonight, freaking $1,875 for the 85. Only a $600 gap from 85 and 85 Plus. A $500 gap. Feels small to me. Feels small to go from an 85 on this to an 85 plus. Only a $500 gap. Put otherwise, I think this 85 sold strong as heck tonight. That feels like a lot of money for an 85 on that. If the 85, you know what I'm saying? Mario and Luigi Brothership. Every single week we see it to close out the Nintendo block at 89 bucks. Mario Galaxy. Looks like it's faded, hey? 9.08 plus here for $69. Blah. Yeah, fading on the case. You guys got to be able to see that, right? If you can't tell this is faded right off the rip, I don't know what to tell you. You're not going to make it. You're not going to make it in this world. That's what your eyes have to be able to do. Your eyes have to be able to pick up fading immediately.
$40.
Marco kicks off Sega Genesis at $200 into Sonic 3 9.4B plus. And if you're coming in late, if you're just getting here, coming up on Thursday, there is the Pokemon Showcase auction. Video games and some of the most expensive cards in the hobby are coming together for one massive auction. So at bare minimum, I'm going to stream the Pokemon block. There's DS, 3DS, Game Boy, Japanese, English, everything. And then we go into some of the most expensive Pokemon cards in the hobby, like the Family Kangaskong here that's sitting at fucking $43,000. So, it's going to be interesting on Thursday.
Fair warning.
Starts at the same time as every showcase auction, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central Time. Hopefully, we can come out on Thursday for the Pokemon Master Showcase. How much would you say an 80 near mint Pokemon Red PAL version is? I don't know PAL. I don't know PAL pricing, unfortunately, a limited power. Yeah, hopefully Trevor can add an opinion on that, but I don't know PAL pricing myself. Just not a market I participate in, and I don't look at it. Yeah, I unfortunately, sorry. Yeah, Metroid Prime Samus Returns. I'm choked, man. I need to win one of these. I need to buy one of these. I should have bought this stupid copy right here. March 19th, 2024 for $300 of VGA 9. No, not that one. I don't know which one I'm thinking of now. There was a copy where like I almost wanted, or I should have just bid on it, and I didn't win it, but Metroid Samus Returns, the last 95 was $400, so 95 plus $500. Ugh. I want one. It's beautiful. It looks really, really good. I want one for my collection, but
Next lot.
I think someone asked too, what Switch games am I investing in or holding? I'm not a Switch investor. I don't hold Switch. I recently sold off a 9.88++ Odyssey first print. I recently won a Mario Kart 8 Deluxe first print. I'm just going to grade it and sell it. I don't hold Switch stuff right now. I think the prices on some of that first print Switch stuff is too high to hold on to, personally. So I just buy and flip. Any kind of Switch stuff right now, I just buy and flip it. Not really interested in holding on to Switch stuff long term right now. The Bomberman multi-tap you won. There we go, Joe. You won the Bomberman multi-cap. That's pretty damn cool, dude. 85 plus for $124. Pretty damn cool. Super Smash TV, 85 plus for $237. And a group lot of 2. Shinobi plus Amazing Tennis for $250. I'm surprised they just threw Shinobi in there. A Shinobi on Game Gear, like that is something. Especially 85 plus. That's not bad. Dragon Quest 4 VGA 90 for $375. That That actually did better than I thought it might.
Next lot.
It felt like this might flop just thrown in a weekly, but Legend of Mana, VGA 90 plus. See, like kind of like this, right? Here's Legend of Mana 90 plus Japanese, $124.
Fair warning.
That's not a lot of money on Legend of Mana there for a 90 plus already graded Japanese. You know what I'm saying? Warhawk 9.4A, $175 here, pushing the long box.
Fair warning. $150.
You won the Sonic 3, Trevor. Let's go, dude. $350 for the 9.4B plus. I assume it's a decent deal. I still need Sonic 3 myself. I still need Sonic 1 myself. But man, I don't know. I'll pay for them eventually. Warhawk went for $175. Group lot of posters here. 5 commercial RPG posters. Children of Mana, Musashi, Xenogears. These are huge, by the way. They're like 23 by 16, 22 by 16. Like, these are really big posters used for commercial advertisement. So, pushing the way up to $100 right here. Cool bundle. I threw a little bid on it myself because I thought the Xenogears one was super freaking cool. Larson! 38 months, my guy. 38 freaking months, my guy. That's crazy. Thank you for the support, Larson. 38 months. My gosh. My gosh. My gosh. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Fair 120.
You saw the 9.8 A++ breath and he's asking nearly 20,000. What is that freaking title on eBay? Is that just Title Dreams? Rare games and anime? You also assumed it was cheap. You didn't do any research. You just figured a first print of Sonic 3 can't get much cheaper. I agree.
Next lot.
The Brave Fencer poster would be sweet. Oh man, I like Xenogears and Fable were the ones I wanted there. The Xenogears poster is just freaking awesome, and the Fable one is too, in my opinion. It's lenticular, so it probably shows like the evil side as well. And then I would have just sold off the other ones. But I don't know how much to bid on that. I don't know how easy those are to sell. I would have had to consign them. You know what I mean? Just sounds like a lot of work. Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix, 85 plus with the little slip sleeve over it, a little slip cover on it. Pushing its way to what? $139 here.
Fair warning.
9.8 A++ is sold around 2K on Breath of the Wild Switch. Is that it? Is that all you can get for it these days is 2K? Yeah, what are there? 210s, right?
Fair warning.
210s on Breath of the Wild? Have you already thought about making a video explaining how to start a self-sustaining collection? Everything you buy is for your PC, which means your collection grows very slowly since it's side cash. I make a lot of reselling content just like baked into everything, but I don't want to make outright reselling content. I have videos about how to appraise stuff for grading, like how to, you should be buying doubles of stuff, or you should be buying purposely stuff to sell, right? Like it says everything you buy is for your personal collection. That's bad. That's bad. That means that you're never reselling. That means that you're never, you know what I mean? You need to be buying stuff where you can also resell. You need to be buying doubles of stuff that you believe in. You need to be buying, you know what I mean? Every single thing you purchase should not be for your collection. It just shouldn't be. You should be purchasing some stuff that you are planning to sell. Even if you're not planning on flipping it immediately, you should purchase stuff that okay, when the price goes up on this, if the price moves on this, I am going to sell it.
$160.
That would be my biggest advice. You everything you buy can't be personal collection. It just can't be. If you get a good bundle of shit, maybe you get a local deal, a good eBay bundle, sell some of it. Sell some of it. You don't need to keep everything.
$220.
You didn't notice the Fable one? If you go back in time 5 minutes, you would have bid on it? Yeah, the Fable one was sick. Group lot here of 6 games, $400. A couple of PAL copies of Kingdom Hearts there, plus Red Dead Redemption, Harry Potter Sorcerer, and Battlefield. Kingdom Hearts, the Final Mix, went for $144. I'm close to underbidder on this as well, actually. Group lot of 6 graded games again. There's not much in there, really. It's lower grades and, just not great games. So, $206. Here's Battle Garaga. It's a VGA 100 on PS4. Battle Garaga? Garaga? 4 copies have been graded, and there's a 100. Pushing its way to $400.
Fair warning.
It is a shmup.
Next lot.
That's as much as I know about it, Metal Slime Drummer. Is it a game people care about? Is it something anyone wants? Yeah, Battle Grega. Exactly. Battle Greg. VJ 100 going for $375 there. Whew. Castlevania Advance Collection VGA 95. Limited run with the Dracula X cover.
Fair warning.
Pushing its way to $139. No idea how to turn off the auto renew so you'll be here forever. Let's go, Larson. That's my kind of guy. That's the kind of support this channel needs. They need to make it harder, even harder to turn off the auto renew, right? They need to make it even harder to turn it off. We need you guys here forever. Best $2.99 you can spend on the internet. Be a part of the YouTube members. Be a part of the Greg gang today. What a deal. Only $2.99? What's he thinking? Appreciate you, Larson. Final Fantasy VII Remake Deluxe Edition VGA 90 Plus, closing at $425. I'm going to be damn close to underbidder on this as well. I might underbid like 5 things today. What the hell, man? What the helly? Why can't I win anything? What is going on? $425 for Final Fantasy VII Remake 90 Plus. Last of Us Part 2, 9.98++. Yeah, it's not a good thing. Not a good thing to be underbidding all over here tonight. Really hoping to win something. They're just like, this auction had so much nice stuff. It's the middle of summer. Why are you guys here? Why are you guys here bidding? But go on a vacation. Go see your family. It's worked for you. You're about to upgrade your 9.6 Halo Collector's Edition to a 9.8A+, and transactionally speaking, you're getting the 9.8 for hell cheap. You can't win anything because others want it more. I thought I was the number one collector here, Kyle. I thought I was the number one collector. What do you think this could cross-grade VGA The Last of Us 2? It's just so hard to know, Trevor. It could be a 90. It could be a 90. It could be a 95. Like, you know this. You know this, Trevor. It could be anywhere from 90 to 95 plus. It's going to be all about the micro scratching on the casing. It's not from a case, right? It doesn't have that it's coming from case pack fresh there. So, like, could be anywhere. Yeah, it's an 85. You know this. Mighty Switch Force VGA 100 going for $100 there. Like, Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker Big Boss Pack PSP.
Fair warning.
85 plus here. Pushing its way. Like, beautiful. 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 Pushing its way over $1,000 here. And looks like the last 85 plus sold back in July this year for $937.50. This one right now is pushing its way to almost $1,500. Just a strong freaking auction tonight? Like, what is going on here?
Fair warning.
Shouldn't the price be weaker when we see it 2 times in a row? $1,375. This Integrate, I think, is real. I think. Pushing its way to $525 here, 95 plus. I think it's real. How the hell do you tell again? Isn't it somewhere in the code? I don't remember how to tell if it's a first print or not. It has something to do with the codes or the... Yeah, they're not given a good description here. These ones say Canadian version, but I don't remember how to identify the first print quickly. 95 plus, pushing its way to 750. Well, here, let's look at the teen and adolescents. Teen. This will be a first print right here. It has to do with the coding on the back, I think. Like this, it might be this code above the UPC. It might be this, the VIR SP 500. It might be this code right here. One of these will let you know if it's the reprint or not. So, given that this is pushing its way to almost $1,000 here, this is almost undoubtedly a first print copy. 92486. Yeah, it looks like the UPC matches on this to the other copy. So,
next lot.
I'm very much guessing that is a first print copy there for $812. Final Fantasy 16 Deluxe Edition, VGA 90 plus here. Does the What Pop Report say? Do I still have that open? Oh, we don't have PS5 Pop Reports, do we? Of course we don't. Why would we want those? Those aren't useful. Motherfuckers, I tell ya. Over $1,000 to the worst Metal Gear Solid. Hey, at least you get the console as well. You get the console as well in there. Realistic violence on ESRB? Yeah, that's how it is. They did a throwback, Matt. They did the throwback to realistic violence, ESRB. Nice little Easter egg for collectors. Am I going to place a bet? What am I betting on, bro? What are we betting on out here, Patrick? But no, I had a lot of bids. I'll show you my bids in just a second here. The auction's just about over. So I'll show you my bids and we can recap how I did tonight because it wasn't good. It wasn't good. I came in here, man, with some high hopes to win something tonight, but like, nada, not a damn thing. Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut 95 for 156 and Final Fantasy 16 Deluxe Edition for 375 and a factory sealed freaking Xbox to end off. A factory sealed Xbox to close things off. It's an insane weekly, Matthew. It's an insane weekly. The DS Lite console is a great price. You're running out of storage. Yo, welcome in, Simon. I appreciate you, dude. I appreciate you. Simon. That Xbox was an 85 plus 8 months ago. What the hell happened to it, Big Box? Is that yours? What are you telling me about this Xbox right now? Give me the tea. Give me the lore. What happened to this? What happened to the Xbox that it used to be an 85 plus? Is this Canadian? Console de jeux video? Console de jeux video? Is that Canadian, bro? It has to be, right? There's no way that an American one has freaking... They're all like that. Really? The default one has French on it. Well, slap my ass and call me Sally, hey? That's crazy. You want it on Heritage, it got damaged in shipping to you, returned for a refund. Wow. That sucks, man. That sucks that it got damaged and an 85 plus got ruined. That is the scariest thing about these huge items, though, is like putting them in the mail, shipping them around, like... Oh yeah, this comes with an S controller, you're right. That probably is a later model then. Maybe that's why it's dual language as well. Probably has, later release dual language. That would make more sense. Because I'm sure that the default American ones here, like there's a whole bunch of them. Like, oh, here it is. Here it is. 85 plus for $2,500 back in November. There it is, eh? Back when it was an 85 plus. What a beauty. What a nice console. Wow. Someone would be lucky to own this thing. That's crazy. Damn. That sucks. Hate to see it. Hate to see it. Let me just sign out here and get to my other account and we can look at all my bids. All of my losing bids for the night, hey? Give me 1 second here. Just 1 second here. Oh, maybe I did win something tonight. There's a chance. There, what do we got? What do we got? Okay, so got absolutely slammed on FIFA. I bid $100, went for $576, never stood a chance. Fire Emblem, underbidder. Underbidder on Fire Emblem. Yo, we won the Mario Party 4. Let's go. We wanted the exact max bid there, $312. Won Mario Party 4. It's a VGA 90. Elijah, I think you said I won one. Like, I think you said I did, or I already own a copy. I do already own a copy, but this is a freaking 90, man. I think my raw copy cost me like 140, 150, so like, VGA 90, secured, done, great. Mario Tennis, nowhere close, 220, sold for like 425. Metroid Prime, 420, sold for 750. I was almost there. I bid 700. I bid $700 on this, and I couldn't win it. Sold for 812. I bid 687, man. Come on. Come on, dude. $700 on this, and I couldn't freaking win it. Resident Evil 4, the Steelbook, I bid under $1,000. Just a little bit of a cheeky lowball on this, you know what I mean? Trevor, I bid $300 on the Soul Calibur. $300 on Soul Calibur. Couldn't take it down, but I was damn close. Sold for $375. Wario World, we won Wario World. There we go, $162.50. Just, I won on the cut bid, I think. So won the Wario World, won the Mario Party 4. Anything else? Any other big wins? Canvas Curse, nowhere close. Underbidder on Star Rush, kind of cool, not bad. You were the underbid on the Mario Party 4, Elijah. Sorry, dude. I'm out here screwing you over. Metroid Prime 3DS, I was close. No, not really. 340 sold for 400. The posters, I bid $30. They sold for 130. Almost the underbidder on Kingdom Hearts, 144 sold for 140. And Final Fantasy VII Remake Deluxe Edition, under by $50. So not even the pure underbidder on a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff I was like, I was a few bids under. Yeah, Flux, I took home the Wario World 90 and the Mario Party 4 90. The pair of them cost about $500 after shipping. Yeah, about $500 after shipping. Wario World and Mario Party 4. Now, speaking of selling stuff, right? I might try to sell this for a little bit of money, because I want the Mario Party 4 way more than the Wario World. So, like, that guy talked. Everything you purchase is for personal collection. Like, do I want both Wario World and Mario? Of course I do. But, like, if I can make $100 selling this, maybe I can sell it for $250, right? Make an extra $70. I can knock the price of this down by $70, which that would make me happier. I want this game more than I want Wario. You know what I mean? Even stuff like that. Like, just always be trying to reduce price on stuff, or... You know what I mean? It's easier for me to find another copy of Wario World than it is for me to find another copy of Mario Party 4. That's the thing. It's way easier to find Wario World again than it is to find Mario Party 4. Yeah, exactly. I probably couldn't create those grades for 5x the price. Exactly. Especially VGA freaking 90s, right? I couldn't do it myself for this kind of pricing, so I can't complain. I wanted this, though, Flux. I wanted the Mario RPG so bad, dude. I bid $700 on it. Sold for like $812. You think a 90 is doable on Japanese GameCube? 90 is doable on everything if you want to, if you want to keep hunting for it or spend enough for it, right? But, like, you're also bidding. You're bidding on the freaking proxy sites. You're hoping you don't get scammed. You're hoping it survives shipping from Japan. You're hoping it survives its time at VGA. Like, there's a lot of logistics here to creating mint condition Japanese video games. There's a lot of logistics. I was close. I was close on the Mario RPG, but they just pushed it a little bit too high for me to want to go after it. You know what I mean? Just a little bit too much. Like, spending almost $1,000 for it just doesn't feel good. That's what I was saying. Yeah, exactly. Every step it takes to get the game graded makes it lower and lower possibility of being mint. So when you're importing and doing all this stuff, especially with Japanese stuff, it's like, man, I'll even if you're paying just a small premium to make it happen, like whatever. Do you have any Resident Evil games in your collection? Very few, actually. Very few. I have a Steelbook. I have a VGA 95 Steelbook. That might be it for Resident Evil. Resident Evil's like, I love the franchise. I love what Resident Evil is, but I didn't grow up playing it. I don't have a super close affinity to it. I'm not super connected to the franchise. I love the franchise, but like, you know what I mean? It was never something that I had to go out and collect because I just don't have a super close affinity to it. I never had a Resident Evil 1. Nope, I wish. Those were Jeremy's. Those were Jeremy's games, Trevor. I think he sold them both, or he sold one of them off now. Those were Jeremy's, unfortunately, not mine. He likes Resident Evil. He had a ton of Resident Evil stuff, but not for me. Mario Bros. Did take the high spot in the auction, even at 7.0B for $2,600, outselling Mario 64 DS, the 95 at $2,375, the Pokemon 3DS console, $1,875, and the Techmo Basketball Extremely Rare Variant for $1,625. Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker rounds out the top 5 at $1,375. And on the other side of the auction, only one game can sell for less than every other game in the auction. And tonight, it just so happens. It just so happens to be Super Mario Galaxy, the 9.0A Plus, for a beautiful $69. Beautiful $69 on the faded Mario Galaxy. Mario Galaxy Army is dead, Simoon. Absolutely dead. To be fair, though, you can just like buy a nicer raw copy off of eBay right now. Like that's that thing too, right? There's literally no reason to buy this. There's no reason to buy it. You can just get yourself, you can go to eBay right now, and for less than $69, you can get yourself a higher grade. It'll be raw, right? Of course, it'll be a raw copy, but like at times like this, there's no reason to pay a graded premium, right? Who cares that it's in a freaking wad of case at this point? For $69, you can get a nicer copy on eBay right now. So never forget that, right? Never forget that. There's no reason to pay a premium for something that's truly just in shit condition. Just go buy a raw copy. But on that note, Ren X Machina, I appreciate you always coming out. I appreciate all of you guys coming out for the Tuesday auctions. We're back on Thursday for the Pokemon auction. Videogames@ha.com. Referral links in the description. If you can sign something, if you talk to Heritage, say you came from my community, right? Say Greg sent you. Say you click the link. Whatever it is. Helps out. $69 for 9.08 plus Galaxy is super high. Seems to be doing well. That's that thing about the floor on graded items. And Pokemon cards has the same thing, right? Where no matter how shitty a card is, a trading card, it'll always sell for like $10 to $15, no matter what it is, right? A CGC 8 Unlimited Venonat, it'll sell for $13. I don't know who the hell buys them. I don't know who buys that Mario Galaxy for $69, but graded stuff just always has a weird floor on it. Don't go for it. Don't do it. Yeah, don't do it. But have a great night, everybody. Appreciate you guys coming out, and I will see you on Thursday. Yeah, the pooper scoopers. Seriously, man. People who just love shoveling shit, right? Have a good night, everybody.